Good morning. It is so awesome. Every year, I really look forward to being here. As you indicated, we've been at the table together, oh my gosh, over 20 years. Wow. Who here started with the original Cancer Consortium with me, with Ruth Ann? Show of hands. Wow. And look at the change we have made across the state as a team and the nation. I know as I talk to my doc team in front of me here, all eyes have been on Delaware, and today is a great day. I'm jealous that Governor Carney is going to be able to come here and give the proclamation. I got to the privilege of chairing complete count, which is important to the state. It's the head of the census. So when I leave here today, before I go to session, that's what I'll be doing. I don't need to tell you all what you're about. And today is really such an important day to focus on our number one killer. As our wonderful secretary has indicated, and you're going to hear in a moment from, I call my rock star, Dr. Rattay, and her team at DPH, who do such a great job. I'm sorry that Heather isn't here today. I mean, she puts time and effort, and as Helen and her team will tell you, it is about each of us working in the community with stakeholders. Lung cancer, as indicated by Kara, affects all of us in this room. Some of the docs have taken care of my family who've passed away from lung cancer, and all of us, I think, have personal stories. As indicated, each of us have lost loved ones to cancer, and how we can make changes. And to me, I'm really most excited today because it's not all bad news. If we go back 10 years ago to the first retreat, which I have to confess, I'm really happy the staff do a lot, have always done a lot, but there was a while when our local committees that we chair, I'm on the cancer risk reduction where I am with Deb now, we had to organize and raise money and get sponsors and have folks in. And I'll never forget the theme and the date. It was April 22nd, and it was there's something that you can do. And that really is kind of been the thing of Delaware. We have done things. We have accomplished things. And so I don't want to lose that momentum. And I know the docs in front of me consistently, keep on that, the pedal to the metal, and the nurses and the educators and the social workers, because it's easy to get complacent. And as we work with the governor and our secretary to hit those high marks, those benchmarks, interwoven in there is central to our health. One of our top causes of death is cancer, remaining behind with heart disease. It is so important. So today, I'm going to do a little sermon for 3 minutes that I have left on prevention and why it's so important. We're going to hear a lot about screenings and different initiatives. We are lucky in the state that we're small and mighty and we can do creative things. And so to Helen Arthur and her team, everybody that's in her section and team who's working with me on the Lieutenant Governor's Challenge, would you stand up a minute? Come on, don't be shy. Come on, Fred and others, stand up. These individuals, well, your team is out working, I guess, today, out front. They are really, let's give an applause, working really hard with my office and others to build on what Governor Carney started when he did the Lieutenant Governor's Challenge. And now we've got the 2.0. And so the takeaway message today is that there's the measures of prevention that we can change. I can't change genetics, that I had my grandfather, my grandmother, and my father die of colon cancer. Can't change that, right? But what can I change? I can change the fact how I eat, how I exercise, my lifestyle choices, whether I'm around tobacco products, the things that I can control, right? And so as a Lieutenant Governor's Challenge unrolls, it's not just about exercise and who can do the most push-ups and jumping jacks. It's about all of those comprehensive health factors. And I know across our state, and as I look at Kathleen Conley, who, by the way, is doing a great job, hard to fill Bill Bowser's shoes, but you have done that. Kathleen will tell you that it is about making sure we don't have these high diagnosed cases. And how do we do that? By prevention. So the message takeaway that I wanted to leave with you is be active with us in your respective committees. Those of you who perhaps are not part of the official consortium or breakout committees, please, take back to the community, to your churches, to your synagogues, to your schools, to your organizations, to sign up for Lieutenant Governor's Challenge. There are rewards. nicer, better than even the water bottles on your table. But there are opportunities to change. And of course, we're dealing with the issue now of mindfulness, and we're dealing with issues of mental health and behavioral health. And we're balancing that line between pain control and abuse of pain meds, right? We're balancing that because in cancer, we know cancer is painful. And we're working really hard at having forward thinking. So today, I just want to say thank you for the years of advocacy. I will have to sliver out, but I want to say to each of you who've called, who've worked through the years, it is a great day. And as our secretary stated, tomorrow when the governor puts pen to paper, it's been years in the making. The best legislation I feel has been around our cancer initiatives through the state. I'm not going to go back and put my Senate or House hat on, but I can tell you the best bills never happen in 1 year or in 6 months. It takes time. The Tobacco 21 is an example, and registry and occupational health and genetic screening and changes to counseling, and the list goes on. Because of you in this room, Delaware remains at the forefront for cancer screening, modification, and to me, the final comment that really matters and why I am taking our message of the Lieutenant Governor's Challenge into communities of diversity is to also address cultural issues. Last week, we were with the Healthy Moms Consortium. We know that race plays an issue. In Delaware, we eliminated the colorectal discrepancy that we had. We want to keep that. We want to keep that, and we want to do the same thing with cancer in the lung and all the various body parts. So take your right hand, pat yourself on the back, and say, good job, but we're not done. And again, thank you for today. I really can't wait to hear about the outcomes. And to our guest speakers, thank you for picking Delaware to come and share your messages today. So with that, do I give it back to the MC of the hour, Ms. Helen Arthur? Thank you.